should have brought my phone up. I don't know what time it is. Guess I'll just begin. I hope this is loud enough. My name is Joseph Gruscavage. I was born December 1st, 1981. I am from Plymouth, Pennsylvania. And I'm always seeing people on YouTube like just making vlogs of, you know, just current events or just like one specific story in their life, one event or other, just one thing or current times. Never actually seen anybody actually vlog their whole life, which I'm actually going to start trying that starting now, because I don't know how to write it in a book form. And I've been making videos on YouTube for a few years now, but not much. Just I started out with motorcycles and riding them, working on them and shit, but haven't been consistent because just haven't been able to until recently, because I have a wife and I have 3 kids. My oldest son is 3.5. He's moderately autistic. I'll get to that eventually. And then I got twin boys that just turned 2 in September. That's why I'm into all this YouTube shit now, because I just want to, yeah, you know what, now that I'm actually getting into it, it's been a lot of fun. I ain't got a motorcycle anymore, not for now. I don't really have anything else to do. No hobbies. That's what this has become now. I mean, yeah, it's somewhat of a second job too. I've been trying, since you can earn money on YouTube, I've been trying to freaking earn extra money for my family, because things are extremely fucking hard right now. Oh, and forgive me, I'm in freaking laying down, trying to rest up. I've been sick for over a week now, a week and a day. I've been sick since last Saturday. Yeah, it is October 15th, Sunday. Forgive me, yes, I'm laid on a plain mattress on the floor. I sleep better on a low bed. It's not on a frame. When we moved in here last year, actually early this year, no, last December. No, we moved in here on Thanksgiving Day by ourselves, because I couldn't get any time off. I wasn't promoted. Was I promoted? I don't remember. Things are so crazy. My memory is just overloaded. And we couldn't get the box spring up here. And we had 2 mattresses on top of each other, but the kids ruined it. Forgive me, I'm not feeling good. That's why I'm talking funny. I'm congested. I was just starting to feel better, of course. Going back to work. It sucked that I forget I'm having to call off 3 days this week, and basically I was off for a whole week. Whole week in this house with 3 kids, the kids running around when I'm sick. I wanted to get back to work so bad. But you know, a postal carrier, walk. Sorry, I got right in here, right my freaking side just is blocked up. Sorry if this is erratic or unprofessional or not set up right. You know, I've been. You know what? I'll get to that in a second. But postal carrier, I walk in whatever weather, and I walk my route. I'm not in the overtime list except for my own route. I do my own route however long it takes, and that's it. I walk an average 10 to 12 miles a day, 5 days a week. Average is 11. Its closest is 11, depending on the volume of mail. Anyway, sorry, this clip came off. Excuse me. Yeah, it took me a while to frickin' find all the camera shit. Couldn't find the SD card, and I couldn't find the frickin' power cord, the other battery, and then I couldn't find the cord to plug into my computer so I can change the settings or actually check them, and it took me 2 weeks to find it all. But yeah, that many miles every single day, and going back after I've been sick and still sick, it just kicked my ass. Ugh. And then if you're on the overtime list, you can walk, you can work 6-7 days a week, 10 plus hours a day, and you're walking probably at least 14-15 miles a day. Which I love it. I mean, I've never been so happy with a freaking career, with any job. I mean, just being out there by yourself, no coworkers, no bosses, no bullshit. I mean, just out there walking through town by yourself. Yeah, it's hard work, but I mean, that's what work is supposed to be. You're getting paid to do a job, not paid to freaking make everything easy. Yeah, they say help it either. I don't know if it's hurting either. Well, freaking, yeah, halfway through the day yesterday and the day before, I was just freaking, so exhausted. I physically just drained. That's why I'm got a little worse and better. I got better, then I got worse again now. That's why I'm just chilling in bed. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place with what I'm saying. My thoughts aren't straight. This ain't freaking rehearsed. This is the first time me doing shit like this. Just, I'm gonna try not even edit this at all. I'm gonna tell my life story, as corny as that sounds. And then I'm gonna try not to edit, unless freaking like my wife starts freaking screaming, or the kids she freaking busts the lock open because I got the door locked. I tell her I need, recording, say video games. I've been doing that, and it's hard because I got 3 kids running around in the background, her screaming at them. So how can I make any freaking videos and try to make some extra money for the family if you people keep freaking running around like madmen? But yeah, I got no direction or plan for this yet. I mean, how the hell do you, I mean, I'm not gonna freaking, I mean, my life's just been so chaotic. I mean, I can't even think of how the fuck to categorize it. That's why I can't write a book about it. It's like, how the hell could I? I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin. That's why this is easier. I just got the camera on top of my freaking motorcycle helmet. Just actually gonna put it on top of a freaking little dresser or some shit, but then I seen the helmet, I'm like, oh, I still got my mounts on it. So I'm like, I'll just set it up, record, and then just talk. Of course, it's probably been like 15 minutes now, or 10, and I'm not even getting there yet. I'm just trying to loosen up. Yeah, I should heighten that too, because I'm tendency to look straight ahead this way, and your camera's diagonally down from me. Yeah, this is nice up here. Away from that crazy kids running around, just laying in bed, nice and quiet. I got this idea because I was watching drone videos, and I see one where a guy caught his wife cheating on him and everything, and everybody started asking him if he do follow-up videos, and he was getting so much attention. I'm like, and then he actually did them like this, but more professional. He was fuck professional for now. You know, I'm not feeling good. I'm trying to be a little just straight up and humble. You know, I'm not gonna freaking put on this facade. So what you see is what you get. But you know, he was just showed the drone following his wife, and people just started going crazy. Just, hey, post some follow-up videos, and he did. And he was getting a decent amount of following and views and everything on there. So, not sure if that's what I decided to do videos of this, or how to set it up. So basically, I put a camera out and start talking. But shout out to Robert Scott on my route. I only have 61 subscribers right now, and I was actually thinking about making a video asking people if they want me to fucking, you know, try this, see if people would enjoy watching it. And I'm like, wait, 61 subscribers? There ain't gonna be anybody on there probably to comment or say anything, because I'm pretty sure like probably 50 to 55 of them are from all my motorcycle shit, which is fine. I mean, I'm hoping to get another bike early next year, which I'll be, of course, it ain't gonna be brand new again like I wanted a brand new Z1000, but crap happened, I ain't gonna be able to get one. Excuse me. So I'm gonna get another used bike and probably have to fix somebody else's crap. So I'll be making more videos with that too. Now, you know what? Enough rambling on before I get interrupted, because shout out to Robert Scott on my route, because see, I got so freaking sidetracked with just talking, because it's easier when I'm talking to somebody. I don't get so sidetracked, and I'm not really all here today. I was going to ask people online, that's where I was going. I was going to ask people online if I should do this or not, but I don't have enough followers that are even, following me because of anything like this. So it's like I wouldn't get any response. So I got bullshit with him, and I forget, somehow I got talking about I wanted to do this. Just freaking tell my life story, all the shit I've been through, bad luck, whatever the hell you want to call it. And he was like, I'd watch it. He's like, you're an entertaining guy. I bullshit him all the time. I see him when I actually have time. But that was it. I was like, you know what? That's a vote of confidence for even just one person giving you something is just so much. It's like when you have support for anything in any way, no matter how small or big it is, it just boosts your morale just through the roof. Unless you always have it, then you get used to it. Me, I don't have it. My wife doesn't even support me on this. She finds it ridiculous. Seriously. I tell her I was going to do this, she laughed at me. I mean, she just laughed at the whole concept, like, yeah, okay, whatever. You're wasting your time. That's stupid. Which I'm like, you know what? If people are watching this, and I start getting ad revenue and shit like that, and it's enough to really help out our family, like, you're gonna be laughing then. I'll believe it when I see it. Some support, huh? Yeah, I've been on this. I've been vaping for a year and 3 months. I smoked for 22 years. I don't care what anybody says about vaping. Good, bad, whatever. I haven't breathed this good since before I started smoking. And this is only this is only a stepping stone to quit. I mean, obviously I quit smoking. Now I have to quit this. But I started out at 9 milligrams. I was actually smoking like 2 packs a day. I should have started around somewhere in the high teens milligrams of nicotine. And I started out at freaking 9. And hold on, I have anything for my teeth. I just got done eating a couple of slices of pizza. But I started out at 9 milligrams of nicotine on this. I think that's maybe a pack a day. Then I moved down to 6. Now I'm at 3. And I've been trying to find a good juice where I could get it at 1.5 milligrams. And then, obviously, I'd go to 0. And then once my body is totally done with the nicotine, then I could get rid of the physical habit of this. Alright, sorry, I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't officially started the story. I'm just trying to get into the groove of this. Oh. This is still a little weird for me. I'm sure most people that do this every day find it like natural, not me yet. Alright, let me get started. My early childhood was normal. I'm talking, pretty much all this shit started mostly from 2nd grade on. Ow. my earliest memories was, oh, I'm gonna move that. I don't like how that's like down. Actually, that's much better. A little higher, but fuck it. Just trying to be comfortable. Well, I'm not dying, I'm just not feeling good. I've been sick. Just make sure that. I wonder how long I've been talking. You might not have been hearing me. Yeah, that's why I should sit still. Where the hell? There it is. I felt the clip. I thought it was still on there. Yeah, my earliest memories, in case you didn't hear, all this shit started pretty much second grade on. Well, that's when the freaking torture began, all the bullying. And I'll get to it. Earliest memories I have. Yeah, I grew up at 205 West Shawnee Ave in Plymouth, Pennsylvania. It was excuse me if you heard that. It was a big half double, which was, what's the word, catty corner from the police station. Like say, the street's right here in front of me. Police station's here. Here's the street. My house was literally right diagonally across from, like, you had the house in front of the police station, then you had a little alleyway, then you had my house. That didn't mean shit to me, or any of my friends, or frickin' my brother, or anybody. But, and then behind the house, we had a whole bunch of woods that we used to call up the back. That was some good times playing up there. But earliest memories, that bugs me so much. It's like anything, I mean, I got maybe 4, I got less than 10 memories of everything prior to kindergarten age. Oh, they're screaming down there. It just started. I don't even want to know, because they are really screaming. But one of my earliest memories, I remember I had an ice cream cone. My brother was next door playing with his friend, and I don't know why. I remember I took my ice cream and I threw it on their porch. That was it. That stupid little incident. I don't know why I did it. I mean, I was only freaking 3, 4, probably only 3. And that was it. The whole family fucking hated the whole family of douchebags that lived next door. They freaking hated me after that for some reason. I don't know. I was never allowed in the yard again. I was never in the yard anyway, but we usually, like, their backyard and my backyard was connected, and it was like a shortcut to get up into the woods. You just jump the fence and cut through their yard instead of going around to the other side of my house and then walking up and around a few houses. Oh. Oh, but they didn't want me doing that. And we're talking until I moved out. Until I was freaking early teens. That freaking lady was such a witch. Oh, but yeah, my family. My mother and father, we were always poor. Always. Never had money. Never. I have a half sister. She's the oldest. A sister, and a brother, and me, baby of the family. My mom was always on disability. She never worked. She never had a job in my lifetime. She was collecting disability for herself and my youngest sister. My sister Angela. She had the mind of a child her whole life. And my dad. No, by the way, I'm not talking shit. Anything I say about them or anybody else, no matter how it comes out, I'm not talking shit on anybody. There's, maybe some emotions come there, anger, freaking vulgarity. But I mean, when everything's done over with, I'm not gonna freaking sit here and talk shit. Like, that's not my intention. So however anybody takes it, that's not my intention, that's not my problem. So, and my dad, he had one job in my lifetime, and it did not last very long. I think less than a year, as far as my memory goes. I mean, that's the kind of family I grew up with. Well, I love my mom. I love my mom and dad. I mean, should I? Should I give two shits about them? No. That's the kind of person I am. But they never worked. We had nothing. And they weren't good parents. Well, my dad was, well, yes and no. I mean, they weren't bad parents. They didn't have very good parenting skills, I could say. I basically raised myself. So the only problem with this, I didn't write this down, like, go with a direction, explain, like, it's just so chaotic. It's like, I don't know where the hell to, if I put it in the chapters, I mean, ones would be, like, more than a book in itself. So how the hell can you put chapters of chapters of chapters, like, yeah, I'm looking all over. I'm just trying to get the feel of this. Let's see. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I gotta get this freaking down. This ain't very entertaining right now because I'm just trying to get the groove going. I hope you can't hear them yelling down there. Yeah, first memories, I mean, that. I'm distracted by the screaming downstairs. I don't know why they're so bad for her. My kids have no problem with me, not really. They are freaking crazy when it comes to their mother. See, walking on the postal route, I have a lot of time to think. So I've somewhat thought this through in some direction, but now I'm just coming up with a blank. You go right, yeah, writer's block. This is I don't know. I'm not editing it. I don't care how fucking ridiculous I look, how ridiculous I sound. I'm not editing this. I'm not editing. I am not editing this out. Fuck it. What you see is what you get. People are always walking around with the camera up there, and you shot here, shot there. They're fucking all over the place, and edit this, edit that. They're just blinking around. It just seems like that's what everybody's doing now. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna set you up, and I'm gonna talk. The only thing I might edit out is if freaking, shit with the kids. You come up here freaking screaming, wipes their yelling, banging on the floor. Something embarrassing. That I find embarrassing. Or disrespectful. I told her I'm up here doing, this is important to me, even though I'm all over the place right now, because I haven't gotten quite on track yet with this. It's like, just let me up here, let me do my thing. Well, yeah, I had a normal early childhood. And, but I was always dirty. I was always a dirty kid. My mom never made me clean up myself, clean myself up. Not much, on a regular basis. Yeah, I played in the tub and played with G.I. Joes and shit like that. That was fun. I always enjoyed that. But I remember first grade. Wait, no, I remember my first day of kindergarten. Fine, I'm just gonna start somewhere and go. My kindergarten teacher was actually my cousin. I think it was through marriage. Pretty sure her husband was, I don't know what to my dad, a brother, or a nephew, or uncle, or I don't. There's the only bad thing about my dad's side of the family. Didn't really associate with them. Not my choice. It's not my life. It wasn't my choice. I was just a kid along for the ride. But I remember my first day of kindergarten. No, actually, no. Well, I remember my first day of kindergarten. I remember my first day going down and signing up. My dad took me down, bullshitting, signed me up. I don't remember ever being taken this. I think I was taken to school the first day, and that was it. Now I lived from the elementary school. I lived. Let's see. There's the Valley West football field was in between my house and the school. That's 100 yards. So somewhere between 300 and 500 yards away. Maybe closer to 4. 3 to 4. I mean, I haven't walked around down there in probably at least 10 years, maybe more. No, more. Over 10 years. And I think after the first day of school, I was walking myself. Kindergarten. I was in the afternoon class. Yeah, it was the afternoon class. I'd go in at noon. I was walking to school myself. Start kindergarten at what, 5? What the fuck? I don't care if it was 1980, what, 86. You don't walk to school yourself. I don't care if it was the mid-80s. Nobody ever bothered me, though. I remember one memory from freaking kindergarten. Me and my nephew Johnny, we rode our bikes down Downing Street. It was my house. It was the next street down, big hill. Went all the way down to the bottom. Actually, it was right at the bottom of the football field. It's in between my house and school. We went down in the back alleyway, and in the driveway they had a whole bunch of car parts in boxes. So we were putting the car parts together. We were building a car. We didn't comprehend. We didn't have an understanding of time at the time. We didn't know what the fuck time it was. We didn't have a freaking watch. We're like 5. I was 5. He was like what? 3.5? Something like that. I don't remember. We were there past noon, and my dad called the cops. And then we left the alleyway, and unmarked cop car pulled up. Now, at that age, you know what a cop car looks like. Unmarked car just looks like a normal freaking car. Officer Muchler, I remember that name. He wanted me to put my bike in the car and get in. I was scared. I was hesitant because I didn't know this guy. He wasn't in uniform. He wasn't in no damn cop car. And then before I could, I look up and I see my dad walking down the street. I got my fucking ass beat for that, and I mean beat. I don't remember the beating exactly. I got my ass licked. Even now I don't understand that. Like maybe a smack on the ass, just to get my, just jolt me, hey, to get it in my head not to do that. Or even, sit me down, explain shit like, hey, you were down here when you should have been in school. You've been down here too long, and you had me worried. It's like common sense. It's like I'm 5. I ain't got no comprehension of time when I'm out playing. Who gives a shit about that when they're that old? Dad, I have a good memory in freaking kindergarten. Or no, actually, this was first grade. Anything else? Yeah, first grade. I remember going to my drawers, looking for clothes, and I found a stack of nudie playing cards. First grade, I was like 6 years old, something like that. I knew what they were. I was excited as shit to find them too. Oh, what the hell was that principal's freaking name? Oh, that's right on the tip of my tongue. Nah, it don't matter. But I took him. I took him to school with me. I was passing nudie cards out to my friends, my classmates. one of my friends, he got caught with one. She asked, "Where'd you get this from?" He ratted on me. First grade. I got suspended for the rest of the day. My dad had to come down and get me. And, oh, they were a gift for my wife. He asked me where I got it from. He never believed me that they were underneath my clothes in my drawer. Like my dresser drawer, there was one in the attic hallway out of my room, and that's where I got them from. He never believed me. I'm thinking my brother found them and put them in there to hide them. I don't know. To this day, I don't know anything more about it. That's where I found them. Yeah, my first and so-called best friend growing up, Mike. I ain't using any last name. I am not anybody who I'm associating this story with in a bad way. Not really not talking shit, but I'm just gonna try to refrain from using any last names in any of these videos. But his older brother Joe was friends with my older brother Anthony. I remember the first day we met. I was on Downey Street where he lived, right down the street from me, and was it Feinberg Furniture? It's a little privately owned local furniture place in town. Oh, this freaking crap in my throat. I remember meeting him in the parking lot, which was Caddy Corner. We're diagonally across the street from his house. I remember meeting him there in the parking lot. My brother and his were introducing us. That was the first friend I ever made. Take note of that. First fucking friend I ever made. You know, I've always thought about my past all the time. One of the worst friends I ever made. Hell, all of them ended up being the worst friends I ever made. I mean, we got along normal, but just some of the shit I'm gonna talk about that he did and everybody else did is just incomprehensible. Even as a kid. When I was a kid, I couldn't comprehend doing that to somebody. Which I'll get right into the fucking gooey shit right now. I'm just trying to think if I was gonna discuss anything else first. Yeah, just general shit. You know, as kids, we played tag, play hide and seek, shit like that. Like, luckily in my house, we had a small yard that went all the way around the house. We always played tag there. You know, just chasing each other back and forth all the way around, just having a good time. Yeah, normal kid shit. Everything was fine. They were good friends and good times. It was everything else. And then up the back was nice because you had my house, and I said like the alleyway was next to my house, and it went up, and then it forked and went right, and went right up, and then up a big hill, and that was a dead end. Then it went left, down around, and back to the other side of Shawnee Ave. And there was a baseball field, giant baseball field up there. But then you had my house, you had another house behind me, and then you had the alleyway, and then you had woods. Just woods all the way up the mountain. Oh, we had so much fun up there building frickin' forts. I mean, what the hell do we call that? The rumpus room? I think that's what we called it most of the time. They were good times, really, really good times. There was a crabapple tree, right. There was like a truck trail right at the corner of the T in the alleyway. There's a big crabapple tree there. We'd freaking always be throwing sticks up there, just knocking that freaking apples down and shit, just having fun. We always play war up there and all kind of shit. And there was actually another family in the back there. They actually lived right next to the ballpark. Dave, Jen, Sue, and Mary. They have other relatives that came around, but we were all friends around there. And then later on, I think it was, I forget what grade James moved from one side of town to closer to us. Yeah, we were always playing, always going up the back, it was called. And remember there was three cement tunnels. They were honestly only about as big as this bed. Probably about 6 feet long, maybe 3 feet wide, 3 feet tall, or no, about 4 feet tall. They were just big round cement tunnels, but they were, like I said, only as big as this bed, and there was 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And we'd always be fucking hanging out there and playing and chilling. And there were a few times we found bums living in there, and we throwing fucking rocks at them and shit. Definitely good times. Well, actually, speaking of best friends, I had one best friend, Laura Carver. I think it was in the summer. It was in kindergarten at the end. I think it was after kindergarten and throughout first grade, when she lived right like 2 houses down from me. I remember I met her brother first in the alleyway, and I was called, hey kid. I called him kid. He'd get pissed off. Took him a few times to frickin' instill me. His name was Mark Jowett. They were from Jersey. He pissed at me a few times. My name ain't Kid, it's Mark. Hey kid. He ended up being good friends with my brother. But Laura, me and her were really, really good friends. We'd be playing with cars in the dirt in the field and shit like that all the time. I had a lot of fun hanging out with her. I remember that. Always just playing in the dirt together. Just good kids. Good clean fun. Good dirty fun. I remember we were Well, not only kids, we were doing something we shouldn't have. And well, I'll just leave it at that. We doing something we shouldn't have together. We're just stupid kids fooling around. And I remember my brother and her brother told my dad right in front of me, "Oh, they're doing this." My dad was like, "So?" It's like he didn't care. Most of the time I got my ass kicked for the dumbest shit. That stuck with me. I was surprised at that, like, wow, he didn't give a shit. Oh, but they ended up moving back to Jersey. I don't know when. I mean, I was so young. I didn't comprehend time or the calendar, the year, and the passing of time. Who gives a fuck about that when you're a kid? You just want to play. Then I remember Mark came back and slept over, I think, once. And then Laura came with mom or whatever to pick him up. That was the last time I seen him. I think I don't know, that was definitely in elementary school. I haven't been able to find him online either. Mark Jowett and Laura Carver. I got along with them really good. Yeah, that's actually one of the few families that I was around as a kid, and I never had any problems with. None whatsoever. They were never assholes to me for anything. I was never disrespectful to them. Everything was fine. That's how every kid should have friends. There's no freaking bullshit. Let's see. This is this long. I'm gonna have to freaking break this up. Yeah, speaking of time, I bring my phone up here. I don't know what time it is, how long I've been doing this. I don't give a shit. I'll go until I feel like stopping, until my wife throws a shit fit. But try to think of anything else before I get done with freaking all the bullshit. See, I'm just doing this on the fly. It's like freaking trying to remember specific stuff. I'm 35. Trying to remember the specific stuff from that long ago and put it in order, any kind of order. It's like, it's hard. I mean, yeah, I should have written it all down and prepared better, and why? I'd rather just sit in front of the camera and just go at it the best I can. I mean, nobody finds that entertaining, then let's just skip through all the dumb shit. Just doot, doot, doot. Okay, this is interesting, and stop. That's what I do. Just trying to think. Yeah, I remember first grade. Fucking parents. I'd always get yelled at because I'd always go to school dirty. I mean, literally my arms and my hands would be freaking just covered in dirt. I'm just kid dirty. I'd always get yelled at and freaking told to go to the bathroom and wash up. That was embarrassing, even in first grade. Because, I mean, parents should have taken care of that shit. When I send my kids to school dirty, Or they're dirty or they're closed. Hell no. You don't do that. Remember one thing in first grade? Recess. We weren't allowed anything but Nerf balls, soft footballs. I remember I took my brother's orange pigskin to school once. And I think it was only like the second time I threw, I was playing catch with somebody. I freaking chucked it. It hit a teacher right in the back of the head. See what I mean? It's just like, I'm sitting here thinking of what else, if there's anything else, and it just pops in my head. It's like, all this shit can be just written down. You're not always going to come up with this shit. Yeah. That's why I'm doing this on the fly, because, shit'll just, boom, pop up in your head. I'd rather have that on camera than have it pop up in my head and, well, I'm going to write it on paper. Or maybe it won't even pop up in my head on paper. When I'm writing it down, preparing for this. No, I ain't even doing that. I still remember to get that picture in my head now. Just a fucking neon orange football. Boom! Hitting her right in the back of the head. She didn't turn around immediately, so she didn't know who threw it. So I just played dumb. I just fucking walked away, and that was it for the football. I never seen that football again. I never heard anything about it, which means I didn't get caught. That was good. Oh, I remember. We had 2 or 3. No, 2, 3, or 4 first grade teachers. The first one, I think she ended the year too. She began it and ended the school year. She was a fucking bitch. I remember one time she got in my face yelling at me, like literally like right here. Man, she was ugly as hell, and she freaking, her breath stank, man. Ooh. Let's see. I think the student teacher was second grade. I remember one lady, she had dark curly hair. She was the sweetest, nicest lady possible. That was the only time I actually behaved and did my schoolwork in first grade. Actually played a good student. That lady was cool, I remember that. I remember like really enjoying just a nice, positive person teaching. No yelling, no crap, just a nice teacher. Acid reflux. Same thing in second grade. When the student teacher was given the reins of the frickin' of the class. She was always nice. And had me participate as well, which I was happy to. I was everything started in second grade for me. All the bull. I was shy. I mean, I was fucking bad. And I was bad shy from second grade on. Like, really, really bad. So, I mean, and then those teachers just being that nice and then participating in class in front of all those people, I didn't mind it. I actually enjoyed it. It's just weird how much a positive attitude how much influence it can have on other people. Not being a prick. Just being a positive, nice, decent person. Cool, collected, not a freaking asshole. Even at that age, it had an influence on me. But all the hell started in 2nd grade. I don't even want to get into this, but you know what? I'm letting it all out there. Alright, fuck it. I think it was, single digits, around 5 or 6 years old. I've always had, to just put it blunt, I've always shit big enough to sink the Titanic. All my life. Especially growing up. I mean, I was shit such big logs. I mean, it freaking hurt to go to the bathroom. It hurt. I never, maybe something could have been done. Stool softener, obviously, something like that. I don't know. I never told anybody. I never told my parents. I never told the doctor, nothing. But I would literally try not to go to the bathroom. And like I would sit down, I would like literally sit on my foot and stop myself from going to the freaking bathroom. And sometimes, you get a skid mark in your freaking underwear, a little turtling will fall out, and well, then my pants, like, I was freaking 5, 6 years old. I never technically shit my pants. Trust me, if I did, it would have been a log. I'm not talking about no little shit. I'm talking like literally, it was painful to go to the bathroom. It was that freaking big. So if I technically shit my pants, like if I actually went, like a diaper went, no. There ain't no way anybody would do that unless they were freaking in diapers at like 1, 2 years old. Or 3 in my oldest case, which has autism. He knows how to go to the potty though. We take him, but he doesn't always go. But because of that, skid mark, dirty underwear and shit. Of course everybody fucking knew. Everybody found out. I remember I was 5. This kind of family members I had. I remember I was down my oldest sister's house, Christine. She lived quarter to a half a mile down the street from us. I was always playing with her son. And I remember laying on the floor in between the couch and the TV. And I fell asleep. But I woke up and I didn't move. I just remember her telling her friends, she was there with her friends on the couch behind me. I was only 5 years old. 5. I remember her saying to her friends, well, I was right there on the floor, a little further than the camera is away from me. You see him, he shits his pants. I will never, ever, ever forget that. She was, what, mid-20s at the time, at least? Let's see, she is, yeah, something like that. Early mid-20s. And careful, I'm only a half-brother. What kind of fucking piece of shit says that at any age? To somebody who's literally right there. You think they're sleeping, but they're still right there. Right there on the floor in front of you. And you're going to say to your friends, yeah, he shits his pants. Which, I mean, if you want to be technical, no, I never actually did. I just tried not to shit at all. Because it fucking hurt so bad. Which I still shit the same, but it doesn't hurt as bad now. What kind of fucking piece of shit says that, man? It's one of my fucking early bad memories. Now the worst part. This is the one thing I wasn't sure if I wanted to put on here or not, because that brought me so much hell. Because of that, of me doing that, my brother gave me a nickname. My brother. And I hope it's coming clearly, sound-wise. My brother gave me a nickname. That so-called best friend, that first friend Mikey I made, he took it to school. And that was it. That nickname, that was my name from 2nd grade on. My brother made it up, and my so-called best friend and first friend started it. Took it to school and, you know, basically spread it around. I dealt with that from 2nd grade all the way to 8th. Which, that might seem, 6 years, that might not seem that long. 7 years, technically. From the beginning of 2nd to the end of 8th. That might not seem long now, but as a kid, that was an eternity. I mean, the hell I was put through. I was bullied so much. I was made fun of so much. Because of my brother and my so-called best friend at the time. I had that reputation with everybody, that nickname, that frickin'... I mean, I was shunned by everybody, I was made fun of by everybody. I never had really any friends. That's why I say bad friends. Everybody, and they've never changed either. Oh yeah, my wife's starting. Here you go, that's my wife. She's having problems with the kids, so she wants me to frickin'... I don't bother her when she's doing anything. But yeah, those so-called friends, you know, at home, or no, when we weren't in school, they were around. They were always around. In school, I didn't exist. At all. Ever. 2nd grade to 8th. I did not exist to them. They didn't sit with me at lunch. They really didn't talk to me. I mean, literally, the only time I think we bullshitted was like getting off the bus in middle school. I mean, recess and shit in elementary school, I was one of the last ones picked. I mean, I was always picked on and beat up. You know, from all that, thinking, I was beat up by everybody. Speaking of like classmates and friends, I was beat up by friends. I was beat up by strangers around school. Freaking, my brother used to freaking beat the shit out of me for stupid shit, like my feet. He found my feet hideous, so anytime that, like say I'm laying here now in shorts underneath the covers, if my feet were sticking out of the covers and he could see them, they were near him, he'd literally punch the shit out of me for it. Now they're kicking my door. I'm not done yet, so I'm not stopping. That's not until I feel like this is good enough. But yeah, I mean, I was always a big kid. Like, not really. I was skinny. I was tall as hell. I mean, in elementary school, I was the 2nd tallest kid in my class, in all the classes. Middle school, I was in the top 10 in my grade. And as much, they're kicking the door. As much as I was beat up, I was never physically, there's many fights, I was never physically, they never physically defeated me. It was all mental and emotional. I was beat up and picked on and so much emotional trauma throughout my childhood. I'd get beat up and I'd be crying and shit like that, and then I'd curl up in a ball or shit like that. I remember one time, like, this is one example. I think I was like 13, 14. Just as an example. And we were drinking, and James was sitting on the couch talking on the phone. I was showing off somehow. I started kicking the couch in front of him, and I guess I missed the couch and I kicked him in the nuts or something like that. I forget what it was. I don't know. I missed the couch. I kicked him. I don't remember, because I just remember getting punched right in the freaking nose. Just blasted. And I just remember just fucking like blood gushing. It fucking hurt. And I was just like, what the fuck was that for? That's He's beaten my ass up a lot. And that's the worst he's ever fucking hit me. But I didn't cry or nothing. I mean, my nose, until adulthood where, like, you know, my freaking nose gets so dry and I get a nosebleed. As a kid, my nose only bled twice. That was the second time I think it was. Yeah, that was the second time it ever bled. And it was freaking going. I mean, he hit me that freaking hard. I mean, all I was doing was cursing him. Like, you fucker, that fucking hurt. What the hell was that for? So, I mean, it was all just emotional. I mean, I was emotionally a punk bitch. And so that was basically the cause of me getting my ass kicked so much. Because I was basically mentally and emotionally defeated already and traumatized for all the shit I've been through my life so far. So anytime I get picked on, I never stood up for myself. I never really fought back. I just practically, I mean, even literally and emotionally just curled up in a freaking ball. Damn, that was there. I was gonna say something else. Fuck. I hate that brain fart. Shit just slipped your mind. Yeah, I mean, that was everybody. Everybody was like that to me. Man, like 7th grade, I basically didn't give a shit anymore. They were calling me and I was answering them like it was my name. 8th grade, I was like hardly ever there. From 9th grade on, I just skipped school so much. I was never ever at school, never. I'd walk in, get a late slip, walk out, do that for a week, get called in the office, get suspended for 10 days, come back, do it again, there you go. Oh, I think. I'm not happy how this is coming out so far, but I don't give a shit. You know, I don't. But yeah, freaking all that shit throughout freaking all my school years. Yeah, you fucking people want to talk about bullying nowadays. You have no fucking idea. No idea. Yeah, I didn't enjoy anything in school for a long time. There was one classmate, 5th grade, freaking our field trip to Baltimore, Maryland. You had, I think, like it was like 3 strikes. I think it was either 3 or 5. Basically, you get in trouble that bad enough, you get a strike. And you get all the strikes you can get, and you don't go. Well, Well, this kid had one to go, only one left, and I think it was right after school. I think I went to school with crutches. I twisted my ankle the night before. I only needed them for a day. I think it was that. He depantsed me right in the parking lot in front of everybody. Which I still have my underwear on, so I mean, still humiliating me like that in front of the class. Oh, ow. But that got him his final strike. He was a dick too. He moved down from Edwardsville, a few towns up. I forget what grade. As usual, when he first moved down, I'd hang out with him. Everything was great, buddy, like a good friend should act. Hang out with all his brothers and shit like that. They were playing video games and just hanging out. Then once he got associated with everybody else, and he started acting like everybody else. Yeah, he's another asshole that fucking picked on me like a motherfucker. Never physically got into it with him or nothing, but he was a fucking asshole to me. Yeah, all that freaking emotional abuse from fucking school. I had it everywhere. Yeah. Freaking, even my dad, even my brother beat my ass. Yeah, that's one thing I meant to say. Yeah, him and his buddies are always fucking with me. You know, beating me up, and my mom would make candy she'd go to a beauty salon and she'd take candy and she'd sell it and make it for us, like Christmas, Easter, random shit. One thing she'd always put in it was butter rum. That little vial, like that big. And I guess when I was a kid, when I'd be sleeping like this. Just my mouth, like, just barely open, breathing through my mouth. Not with my mouth closed, I'm breathing through my nose. Of course, what do I get for that? I get butter rum dumped in my mouth as I'm sleeping. That was fucking horrible. Oh, let me make sure that's still on. That was fucking horrible, and that would happen all the freaking time. That kind of shit was that shit was a normal occurrence for me. I never had, as far as my brother goes, the only time he ever acted normal, like a normal brother, 7th grade. I think that probably boosted my self-esteem. That's when things started toned down at school. He gave me some of his dress clothes. I think it was like a cream shirt and white pants, I remember. And I remember I went to school and everybody was just like shocked that, I was dressed nicely. That's what boosted my self-esteem enough. Before then, my clothes were dirty. I was freaking dirty as shit. trying to think. My parents got divorced. I forget what grade I was in. I think it was in the summertime. That's why I don't remember. That's why I don't remember what grade I was in. Honestly, I don't remember when. Yeah, that's basically how I grew up, just freaking dirty and picked on. Yeah, neither of them ever dressed me or anything. Never bought me decent clothes. Never took me out shopping for clothes. Yeah, so I was always that kid in school. Well, I didn't care about that shit anyway. I mean, they never taught me to. Well, my parents, my friends, my family, they never taught me anything. That's why I blame all my problems on them. Not bad luck, current problem, but like other shit. Like I had a lot of freaking dental problems growing up. A lot. And I'm still dealing with this shit. I'm still freaking throwing money at my freaking teeth, getting them fixed and everything. The reason I blame them, who's responsible for the kids? The parents are. Who's responsible for teaching them? Pretty much everybody that can. The parents first, and teachers and shit like that. So, as far as teeth goes, I don't ever remember being. I never brushed my teeth back then, as a kid rather. I was never taught to. I was never made. I was never told to. Or my kid, my oldest, 3.5. I think he was 2 when he started doing it himself. You know, he runs around the house with his toothbrush and they're freaking brushing his teeth all day. I'm chewing on it and shit like that. Not all day, because that's bad for your gums. But yeah. Even at 2 years old, we freaking taught him. So what a good thing all the shit I've been through. And now I know what happens when you don't, when you're freaking... Now I know what to teach my kids. Yeah, sorry, yeah, this video is all over the place. But yeah, my parents got divorced. I wish I could remember. I remember when my dad was leaving. I remember he came up to me in the house and told me. And I broke down. Even at that age, I comprehended what was going on. I don't know how. I just knew. And I remember I took off up the back fucking crying. I remember I get up to the bleachers. There's some old bleachers right next to the field. Everybody asking me what was wrong and shit. And I remember one classmate, fucking douchebag. I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out, and he comes up to me and fucking, he smacked me in the head or pushed me or something like that.